Hi everybody, I'm John Hamp.
And I'm Carrie Hamp, and we are coming today from the beautiful sandy beaches of Las Barriles, Mexico. And we are
the Hampy Campers. So we wanted to take a little bit of time today and just share with you some of the things that keep us coming back to Las Barriles, Mexico. Las Barriles is a small town on the peninsula of Baja. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive to the east of Cabo San Lucas and a little bit to the north. So we have been here now for 3 years that we've been keep coming back to this small town because there's just so many things that we like about it. And at the risk of ruining it by telling all of you fabulous YouTubers about our secret destination, which is not so much of a secret anymore, but at the risk of ruining it, we're going to share with you some of the things that we like and a few of the things that we possibly dislike as well. I would call it the good and the bad, but I don't think there's
not really anything bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything bad. So we're going to share with you the good and the not so great. How's that?
So Las Barriles just seems really authentic Mexico, and that's one of the things we really, really love about it. Las Barriles is not touristy at all. So if you're looking for great nightlife and all of those things here in Las Barriles, you probably need to stay in Cabo.
It's just a real authentic experience here. A lot of the restaurants and the shops that are around here are locally owned by Mexicans, and it shows. When you walk into their shop or their restaurant, you can just tell you're having a much more authentic experience than like a Cabo Wabo or a a Mexican restaurant that you might find in Cabo San Lucas or Mazatlan or any of the other major tourist destinations.
The other thing is that you can lay on the beach and not be hounded by vendors.
Not a single vendor.
So if you want to shop, you can go shop, but if you don't want to shop and you don't want to buy anything, you can lay on the beach or hang out, and you're not bothered by a ton of people trying to sell you stuff every 5 minutes.
There seems to be a lot of festivals and carnivals that periodically show up here in Las Barriles. It seems like every time we've been here, there's been something exciting going on. And that's not an American festival or it's a local festival.
It is. Yeah.
We were at the carnival and it was just full of local people.
It was super fun. They had this time, it was 20 November, and they had a pageant, and all the girls were dressed up in these beautiful dresses and makeup, and their hair was all done.
They had carnival rides.
All the kids are out playing. It was really fun.
Really fun to just mingle with the locals and enjoy some. And they really seemed to appreciate the antics of this American kid. It was really fun. I became known as the Huevos Man because I was walking through the carnival with a crate of 24 Huevos eggs that I bought at the market. So
the next day we went, and this little kid comes running up to us. He's like, "Huevos, huevos, huevos!
Mucho huevos!"
Mucho huevos!
I don't know, man. Everybody's got to be famous for something. I'm famous for my huevos.
Yes. And you're recognizable because you wear your hat all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I probably should have it on right now because, as you can tell, the Baja loves my hair.
Yes.
Look at me. My goodness. I can't do anything with this mop down here. Another thing that we really like about Las Barriles is there are a lot of different places to stay. Lots of VRBOs, not really a ton of hotels. There's a couple of hotels, but primarily you're going to find VRBOs, Airbnbs, and even several RV resorts. And in fact, we have a whole video that we're going to get together on the RV parks, and once that's done, if it's not done yet, it will be soon, and you'll find that link in the description down below. So make sure you check that out if you're interested in RVing to the Baja, specifically down this far. There's several great RV parks, and but back to the VRBOs.
Right. We've stayed in 3 different places here in Las Barriles. Actually, the first time we stayed here, it was in Buena Vista, which is kind of a sub-town of Las Barriles. It's to the south of Las Barriles. Then the next time we stayed to the north of Las Barriles. Now today this week, we are here in the heart of Las Barriles.
Yeah, we're just like
within walking distance of everything.
A tenth of a mile of Main Street.
Yes.
And so there's lots of different places to stay, and most of them are going to be at or very near the beach, because Las Barriles is right on the beach here. The town is located right on the beach. The beaches are white, sandy beaches, just beautiful. Being that it's on the Sea of Cortez side of the Baja, you don't have violent waves. It's really a good location, and we've enjoyed everywhere that we've stayed.
Everywhere, yeah. Another thing we really enjoy about Las Barriles and the East Cape is all the fun activities that you can do here.
Yeah, I mentioned that the beach is very accessible and easy to use because of being on the Sea of Cortez. So the snorkeling, the swimming is really easy. You're not fighting a big, strong current out there. Just to the south of where we are right now, to the south of town, where we stayed before, there's some really good snorkeling. Lots of fish and undersea life to see there. The beaches in town are really sandy, and to the south, to the north, they get more rocky.
They do.
But it's really an accessible beach, and without all of the crowds that we have in other places. Another thing that's great here is the fishing.
Yes, everybody gets up in the morning and fishes off the shore, or you can take a boat and do deep sea fishing. A lot of the restaurants here do, if you catch it, we cook it.
Yeah, almost all of them that are of any size do the you catch, we cook. They have kiteboarding, stand-up paddle boarding, because the waters are so calm, especially in the morning. The kayaking is really good. And then in the afternoon, when the wind's picked up, you've got your sailboarding and your kiteboarding. Any of the wind sports that you do on water are just really good here.
Right.
It seems like you kind of got the whole thing. In the morning, you can do your calm sports, and then in the afternoon, you can do your wind sports.
Right.
Also, for the more adventurous of you out there, there's thousands of miles probably of ATV, dirt bikes, mountain bike trails, hiking trails, up and down the arroyos, which are arroyos are just basically sand beds that allow water to flow to the ocean when it rains. But most of the time they're dry or pretty dry. And I mean, we've rented an ATV or a Razor every time we've come here and gone up and down those arroyos. I mean, you could do it for days, literally days, and not see the same place twice. So many trails. And then up into the mountains, if you like to do more adventurous stuff, the dirt bikes, they just really seem to enjoy going up in the mountains and cruising around. So there's lots of activities to do.
Yeah.
And on the point of ATVs and OHVs and stuff, you can ride them everywhere here.
Yes.
So they are up and down the main streets. They're easy to get in and out of the parking lots, which are small.
Yes.
You can ride them on the beach, which is a good and a bad.
Yes.
It's fun to ride on the beach when you're the one doing the riding, but it's not as fun when you're sitting here like we are and people are cruising up and down the beach. Now, they don't go fast, but it's a little bit
Yeah, they can be
interruptive.
loud sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's just,
But I will admit that when we had our Razor
We
the other
rode
day,
up and down the beach.
we rode up and down the beach. It's a lot faster than going through town. And right on cue, here comes a car.
Yes.
Riding on the beach.
In town, there's abundance of food and beverages. Lots of really, really great restaurants here. You can find anything from hot dogs to pizza to Mexican food to seafood, of course.
Pasta.
Pasta.
Yeah.
I mean, just about everything.
But they're not
potato bar.
But
The
they're
one
not
place
like
is potato bar.
they're
Yeah.
like chain restaurants. I
No,
mean,
it's all locally owned, authentic Mexican restaurants.
The other day we went to the restaurant locally owned. It's called Beans and Rice, and I had some of the best pasta that I've ever had in my
Pasta
life.
Alfredo.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's so good.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm at Beans and Rice eating amazing Alfredo.
Yes.
Okay, this is cool.
That's just the name. They don't serve. They serve beans and rice, but they also
Yeah.
serve a lot of stuff. I had the fish, which was absolutely fabulous.
Now, there are a lot of Americans and Canadians that winter down in this town, so they've catered a lot of their offerings to folks like us.
Yes.
In town, there's Pilates, there's yoga on the beach every day, there's aerobics programs, just all kinds of different things that way, if that's your bag of tea. We try not to exercise unless it involves having fun, doing
Well,
something.
I like to exercise, John.
No,
It's
okay.
not.
I avoid,
Although when I'm on vacation,
maybe not so much.
not so much.
Vacation
I
is
mean,
exercise.
snorkeling, yes, snorkeling, and
I mean, yeah, we've worked our butts off.
we did, yes.
Feel bad for us.
Yes, you totally should. One of the things that I absolutely positively love about Las Barriles is they have a place that's a turtle nursery. And it was started by two brothers, Noe and Omar. And in the months between July and November, they do turtle releases every day. So we did do a segment on it because it is my favorite thing. So
Link in the description.
Yes. They also, if you come here in January and February, which we have done, we got unlucky and did not see whales, but You can see whales. Whales have their babies here. They come, they migrate here, they have their babies, and then when the water gets warmer, then they leave.
Yeah, so I think it's grazer humpbacks or something like that.
Yes.
Like I said, we didn't get lucky enough to see one.
We did not.
It seemed like everybody else.
Everybody saw whales but us, and that's why we came down here. So I guess we have to come back in January.
Booked that trip that time of year to see whales, but we did get to go to La Paz.
Yes,
and
we did swim with the whale sharks.
With whale sharks, which brings up a good point. One of the things we really like about Las Barriles is it's within a close driving distance to lots of other destinations. Last time we were here, we did go to La Paz.
Yes.
It was a couple hours up the road.
Yes.
We chose to spend the night because our whale watching excursion was in the morning pretty early. But it was easy to drive up there and drive back. Not a big deal. To the south, there's La Ribera. There's Cabo Pulmo,
and that's where we went
snorkeling on this trip. We have a video about that. Link in the description. We're only an hour and a half from Cabo. There's a Santiago, which has a big waterfall.
A freshwater waterfall. We did not get there this time.
No, we didn't.
It rained yesterday, so that was the day we had slated to go there, but we didn't get there because of the pouring torrential rain that they hardly ever get in the Baja. To the north, there is Punta Pescadero, which is a little, it's not super little, but a very nice resort that is north. It's on this cliff, and you overlook the ocean. It's beautiful.
Great snorkeling up there right off of that, but you can sit there and just watch the manta rays jump up out of the ocean and see the yachts drive by, because they have a private airstrip too if you're a pilot.
Yes.
The other thing that you need to know about Punta Pescadero is bring your checkbook or big wallet or Visa card, because it's expensive.
It is expensive.
We had a few drinks and 2 appetizers, and it was still over $60.
Yeah, it was.
But you're not paying for the food and drink. You're paying for that view. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's worth the drive up there. It's definitely worth the money. I feel like it's not like you know.
My favorite thing about Las Barriles, especially where we're staying right now, is within 5 minutes or less of walking, I'm standing in tortillas de harina.
Oh, yes.
And they're making me fresh tortillas.
The tortillas down here are just so different than American tortillas, and they're the best.
Another shameless plug, we have a video about that. They let us make tortillas. Link in the description. Wow, we're doing that a lot this time around.
We are. A big benefit for those of you who need to stay connected.
Like us.
Like us, yes. Cell coverage is really good down here, and also the internet is good. I think it depends on where you're at or what the place has to offer, but for the most part, we've had good internet when we're down here.
There's 4 of us in our group, and we've all been able to jump online and surf and stream, and the daughter can Snapchat and TikTok and I don't know, all
those things.
We Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Yes,
but
and cell coverage we've except for on the way to Cabo Pulmo, we've had cell coverage everywhere.
Basically everywhere.
Everywhere,
Yeah, so it's nice that way.
Hey YouTubers, this is the perfect opportunity to remind you, if you enjoy this channel, make sure you click the subscribe button right there in the right hand corner, followed by that bell, and make sure you click all. That way you never miss an important and exciting update from the Happy Campers. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
And now some dislikes. We're going to call them dislikes because they're not bad things, but we got to be honest and tell you some of the things that are, maybe a little annoying or bothersome. First of all, I think that one thing that bothers me a little bit is because of people like us doing YouTube videos that you're watching, it's gradually becoming Americanized and Canadianized. There's lots of Americans and Canadians down here that used to be primarily that it was long-term. Now there's a lot of these VRBOs and Airbnbs, and it's becoming a little more touristy than we would like.
Not touristy, it's becoming a little bit more populated.
Yeah, some of that authenticity is wearing off slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
Which again is just kind of a dislike. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
Some of it's good and some of it is bad. I mean, it's kind of a give and take. You have more people, you can mingle more. They have lots of activities to do at night. They have like an open mic night, and they have some dancing going on. So with prosperity brings certain things.
Right, but that's also kind of it's a mixed bag, because one of the other things that can be a dislike is if you're looking for nightlife and anything happening after like even 8 p.m. It ain't here.
Nope.
Like, it rained yesterday. We were going to go to open mic night, but it was canceled because of the rain. So we just came to the house and did karaoke here. You kind of have to adapt and change. There's not a ton going on at night, or really anything after like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
Right, and it is still, they're still on island time here. So what I mean by island time is that nothing happens fast.
No.
If you want stuff fast, don't come here.
You're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong
You'll
place.
get your food when they get you your food.
Yep. And half of you may get it, you know, and then you just start eating. It takes a while sometimes for the other half to get your food. As you can tell right now, the wind can be troublesome in Baja.
Yeah.
I think when we were here in February, we had gale force winds. I mean, like, it was windy. The trees were practically blowing over. I was like, man, those palm trees are not going to make it, but they pop right back up.
Yeah, and on that trip, we had actually rented an outdoor casita.
Yes.
So the kitchen and living room and stuff didn't even have walls.
No
it
walls.
had a covering, and it was very, very nice. But man,
Beautiful.
So
it was
windy.
so windy.
But look at my
And
hair.
it's windy
just,
now.
It's everywhere.
We are fortunate enough this time. We've had a couple of really calm days. We probably should have filmed on those days.
Yeah, we probably were not smart by missing that. But we leave tomorrow, so we got to get this done now.
When you come to Las Barriles, you can do it without a car. You can take a shuttle from the Cabo airport up here, but I would really recommend having a car because there's so many things that you can drive to from Las Barriles that you really would need a car for.
And we put
like all those things that we talked about, Cabo Pluma, Santiago, and Punta Pescadero. Punta Pescadero actually you could do with an ATV. But if you want to do some of those other things that are further away, you really do need a car. It would be beneficial.
Yeah, and we put that in the kind of dislike thing because it sure would be nice to just get off the airplane and catch a shuttle and be at your place and not worry about it. But it can be expensive to rent a car. For a week, it's about $450, $500 because you have to buy Mexican insurance. So that's going in the dislike category. So one of the things that I would say is kind of a dislike is because of the rain we had yesterday, the streets are full of sand.
Like feet of sand. Feet.
Like for real.
Yes.
We had no problems getting through it in our rental SUV, but it was intense. I mean, when we went out this morning, there's like that much sand and people are just sliding all over the place. If you're not in a hurry, then you just wait it out, I guess.
Yeah.
But if you got somewhere to go, you're gonna have to soldier through that. That can be a little bit bothersome. Fortunately, like I said earlier, it doesn't rain a whole lot here in the Baja.
That wraps up our likes and dislikes of Las Barriles.
If you're a Las Barriles veteran, please feel free to share some of your comments and some of your experiences, your favorite places to eat, favorite places to go, snorkel, what activities you enjoy in the comments below. And of course, we encourage everybody, if you enjoy our videos, make sure you subscribe to our channel, hit that bell so that you never miss an update. And of course, join us again next time. Thanks for watching.